Folks, how you doing? How you feeling? Welcome to my YouTube channel, True Fernie. I'm your host, True Fernie, and today I don't have any shoes to review. Well, I kind of do, but they're not new releases. But I kind of wanted to take this time to give an update on the channel. First and foremost, it's been popping off. I appreciate all the support, all the help from people that watch me and people that share my videos and stuff. I really do appreciate it. But at the same time, I do want to give a little bit of an update. But first, let me go over some recent pickups that I've gotten this year. First, if you haven't seen my favorite 2024 sneaker, that was the last video I posted. That was the last purchase I made last year. And then this year I did two purchases, one of them with a gift card and the other one is for a hobby or a sport that I took up, something that I've been doing on and off for 9 years. So it's not a hype stuff, but still it kind of gives me an excuse to film a video for this channel and then also give the update. I got these in the mail yesterday. These are the Nike Super Rep Cycle 2. As I said, I've been on and off a bicycle for 9 years. I took it up when I lived in London pretty seriously. I was doing bike commuting and that's how I used to get around. I did a couple of long distance rides. I did like a 65-70 mile ride when I was over there from London to Brighton, and that kind of like, it was, it's history since then. I've been riding a bike ever since then, on and off, because I don't live in the most bicycle friendly city in the world, but that, we're making changes in that. Vote in your local politics. But yeah, I took it up again, and I got these in the mail yesterday. I got these from GOAT because I wanted a cycling shoe, but I hate the way that cycling shoes look. If you look up cycling shoes online, you'll know what I mean. I'm a huge sneakerhead, man. I'm a huge Jordan, and Nike fan, and I'm like, I can't. They look so ugly, bro. Like, no drip. They look like, I don't know. They look like pills. They're too smooth. They look like the Pumas that we used to wear when we were in middle school. I forget the name of them, but they had the straps and stuff like that. They were really ugly. And so the next best thing was just to get a Nike cycling shoe. So I got these, the Nike Super Rep 2. These are specifically for indoor cycling, on your Peloton, on the Swift bike, on whatever it may be, but it's for indoor training only. I don't have an indoor trainer. So why did I get these? Honestly, just because they're Nike. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit of a brand loyalist when it comes to that sort of stuff. And I just feel that, focusing on the style, it shouldn't, I'm a big person. I'm a big utilitarian, Yes, you need a comfortable shoe. You need a shoe that does its job and, it works well for its intended purpose, but it's got to look good, man. And cycling shoes just don't do it for me. Not at all. Not even the super expensive ones, not even like the super premium ones from like Shimano and Specialized and all these cycling brands. I just couldn't get back through them, man. Yeah, the performance, I bet, is amazing on them. Way better than these. But bro, like, at least these are a little bit more digestible. But I did open these. It came with a little bag here that comes with the actual the clips that you put on, so you can clip onto your pedals and step on them and pedal. These aren't necessarily as stiff. So the whole idea behind a cycling shoe is that the whole sole is stiff, so you have more power transfer from your foot to the pedal, and then that makes you go faster and pedal, makes the whole pedal motion a little bit easier for you. And it also like keeps you on the pedal, so you can also pull up, and that also kind of like adds a second half of power revolution when it comes to pedaling a bunch of different stuff. But the thing that people don't like with these is that they are a little bit cheaply made. There is plastic here on the bottom, on the outsole. Not too worried about that. I'm not going to be walking a lot in these shoes. If anything, when I use them, I will have a pair to change into. But that's also why I'm looking into the Adidas Velo Sambas. If you haven't looked at the Adidas Velo Sambas, they're essentially a Samba that can be used for cycling, because they also come with the ability to put clips on them. So I'm gonna look at those. They, people swear by them. They say they're some of the nicest shoes for like casual wear and both cycling. So I'm gonna check into those. But these are pretty nice, man. I know they're not, they're not gonna be the most comfortable to walk in. They're not meant for walking, but they're not that bad. I have this ideology when it comes to shoes that I wear for performance reasons, like cycling shoes, basketball shoes. I'm gonna wear them, tear them, so I don't like spending a lot of money on them if I can avoid it. So I got these first and foremost because they don't look as bad as regular cycling shoes, but also because I got them for a steal. I got them for like $80. So not that crazy, man, not that bad. Some of the other cycling shoes that I saw, they were $180 to almost like $300 at some point. So I was like, I'm not gonna be spending that money on that. But I also got them because they're pretty breathable. They have a mesh upper here on the shoe with the giant swoosh. Pretty nice, and they're really light. They are really light, so I don't mind them. It's got the Nike recycling logo right there. It's a really nice shoe. I really like the plate. You still don't have, you still feel the plate there, but it's not that, it's not a full plate, so to speak. So there's still some, you can still kind of like walk in it without breaking your ankles or whatever. But yeah, it's really nice. It comes with a very simple, very light, very cheap insole. It's got the Nike recycling logo right there. But I do like that it's, it has holes in it. It's really cheap. Like this is Durapontex. That's a new technology that I haven't really seen from Nike. But it's really light, really thin, but at least it has the holes for breathability. So we'll see how they fare. I may swap them out. We'll see, because for cycling shoes, in order to get this clip in there, you basically have to screw it into your shoe. And that means that you have, I probably won't be able to see it, but you have essentially a full plate in the bottom. It's either sometimes a carbon fiber, sometimes it's plastic, but then there's also like an area where you can put the screws in to put the actual clips here in the bottom. So it's probably going to be in my best interest to invest in a actual good insole, because yeah, I know my feet are gonna hurt. But yeah, the Nike Super Rep Cycle 2. Now next up, I have something that also came from GOAT. It's an old shoe, but I think still it's a very it's an amazing collaboration between two of probably, it's a collaboration with Nike and I want to say one of the best collaborators that Nike has ever had. I've been a fan here and there of some like shoes from Alma Manier. I love their collaborations with Soulfly, but this one is a collaboration that I was eyeing for a long ass time, man. Ever since they were announced back in 2022, I think they released. And these are the Nike Air Max 1 SPs concept. This specific one is, look at that, just look at the box, man. The Nike Concepts box is just incredible, man. Like, I love this sort of like really 60s sort of hippie vibe to it. Really dig it. I like it a lot. I like the Concepts logo here. Really cool, really groovy and stuff. This specific colorway is the heavy colorway. Now, I'm not entirely too sure why it's the heavy colorway. Here, the description on GOAT says, the heavy showcases a mixed material upper inspired by the counterculture of the late 60s. Pretty self-explanatory. The Boston-based retailer updates the sneaker with a blue tie-dye denim upper and a cowhide forefoot overlay, the latter nodding to the Bethel, New York dairy farm that hosted the Woodstock Music Festival. Reflecting the fashion of the times, brown corduroy lines the interior, a tiger camel print is applied to the mudguard, and different bandana prints distinguish the collar and heel overlay. Woven tongue tags display dual Nike and Concepts branding, while mismatched swooshes are filled with florals or stripes. A unique mud splatter graphic on the midsole draws inspiration from a concert in the park. Like I said, draws inspiration from the 60s, from hippie culture, specifically from Woodstock. If you don't know what Woodstock was, I suggest you look it up. I mean, if you're a fan of music, there's no reason for you not to know what Woodstock is. Came obviously with the goat insert. I've actually never scanned one of these. I'm guessing it just like legitimizes, you know, that this was authenticated. Let's look at this. Let's look it up. Yeah, it's just an assurance of authenticity. Pretty much it. Pretty much just like, you know, the StockX tags and stuff. Not too much to the box, you know, just cardboard in the inside. I like the paper, the tissue paper, the Concepts tissue paper with the floral Nike swoosh. And boom, here we have the Nike Air Max 1 SP Heavy. Make sure there's nothing else inside. Boom, here we have the Nike Air Max 1 SP Heavy. Man, this shoe is a beauty, man. It comes even with its own little guitar pick there. Look at that. Ain't that cool? I like that Nike Air pick. But yeah, you know, a lot of different materials that were kind of like reminiscent of, you know, that subculture, that hippie subculture, counterculture from the 60s. You got the camo. There was a lot of camo being like repurposed for fashion back in the day, back in the 60s, as a sort of protest against the U.S. military. If you didn't know, that's when the Vietnam War was being, was happening, and a lot of hippies, you know, that's what a lot of the movement was for. It was against, it was very anti-war. So they used a lot of camo print, repurposed camo print. You got the acid wash jean fabric here and the upper as well. You got the this is like the top here. This is it's kind of like, I don't want to say like native clothing, but it's kind of reminiscent of, God, it's like a desert. It's like a type of fashion style from the desert. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's I don't want to get it wrong. Yeah, and then you got the different bandana here in the back of the shoe. Both shoes are pretty identical. They have the same material on both sides, and they have like the same colorway. When I ordered them, I was kind of expecting to both be a little bit different, like one be one different like combination of colors and the other one be a different combination of colors. That's not the case, but I'm glad. I think the only thing that's kind of like mismatch is the swoosh here in the front is different from the swoosh here in the middle, in the inner foot, which I kind of think that they should have kept the inner foot. Like this swoosh should be on the outside, the floral one. I don't know, it's a little bit more interesting to look at than the other one. But yeah, it comes with a set of velvet laces. These are so nice, man. And yeah, also in the inner, you have this really nice corduroy fabric as well, and the shoe liner and the sock liner, sorry. Oh, the tongue is like a really soft nubuck. Really like it. It's really nice. And you got the cowhide as well here in the upper. Just overall, really nice thought out shoe. I'm not a big fan of like super conflicting like different colors and stuff. I don't like it in like clothes. I don't like it in shoes. But my only complaint about this shoe is how thin these insoles are. Like obviously Nike, Jordan, they tend to really cheap out on the insoles, which is wild to me, because specifically with like Air Maxes and walking shoes and even basketball shoes, you would want people to like have a comfortable experience in those types of shoes. Like, why don't you add that extra cost to the, you know, giving people like some really good insoles? Like, they're already buying the whole shoe, might as well just give them a little bit more. So, and yeah, obviously I got a little tag here that says this shoe contains real fur. The fur type is a dyed adult bovine fur, and the fur origin is from Brazil. Kind of neat little detail there. You know, they include all that information. They didn't have to, but yeah, pretty much it. But those are the two pickups that I've gotten so far this year. And as you can see, they're not that crazy. I mean, the Concepts one is a cool collaboration, but that came out like 3 years ago. Damn, 2022 was 3 years ago. That's crazy. The pandemic was 5 years ago. Isn't that crazy, man? And the other one is more like a hobby thing. So I haven't been going after some of the more sought after releases and some of the newer releases that, you know, the sneaker drops have been happening for a few reasons. Number one is cost of living. Everything is way more expensive. There, you know, I don't have to tell you guys, you know, just not even just, you know, like sneakers have gotten way more expensive. Specifically Jordan, they're bugging, charging people $230 for a Jordan 1 with the band ones that are coming out, the breads, and just in general, like a lot of the releases have been very, very expensive for me, man. And it's gotten to the point where I have to be even more selective on the stuff that I buy, because a lot of the stuff that I buy, all the shoes that I reviewed on this channel, I got them because I like them, because I want to wear them. I'm not the type of person who's gonna get a shoe, review them, and then sell it off. I've done that with like 1 or 2 shoes. That's it. But after like the second shoe that I did that with, I was like, that's it. I don't want to keep doing that, because you lose money on it. Like YouTube, as much as I love it, is still not paying the bills. And like I really got to think about me, my wife, you know, my future, and you know, really be selective about what I'm buying. So that's why there hasn't been as many videos as I would hope for, just because I got my priorities kind of in another direction, I would say. I'm not saying that I'm quitting. I still love sneakers. I've always loved sneakers, and I'm gonna do it till I can. But you know, the cost of living is getting crazy. Stuff that's been going on in the world is kind of scary, not gonna lie. And I'm just not in a space where I can comfortably be like, yeah, let me drop $500 every month to review shoes. Like $500 is a quarter of rent, you know. It's a lot of money to me. So that's the reason why I kind of been taking a step back, but at the same time I wanted to update the channel and, you know, not necessarily say that I'm quitting, but I'm just going to be a little bit more reserved when it comes to the type of spending. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I've gotten over the 2-3 weeks that we've been in this new year. 4 weeks now. But yeah, folks, you let me know down in the comments below what you think specifically about the Air Jordan 1 Heavy, the Concepts collaboration from 2022. I like this shoe a lot, man. I can't wait to step out in these. The outsole, you know, you got the gum soles. These are gonna really make the shoe last way longer than if it was like just a cream or a white outsole. So I'm very excited to wear this on an upcoming trip that I have. Actually, I might not wear these, because where I'm going, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm sure nobody's gonna give me some shit about orange bandana, you know. But you can never know, man. People are stupid. They're crazy. So I'll see how I feel. But yeah, I might take these out to Chicago, because I'm going to Chicago in a couple of weeks. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think of the Air Max 1 Concepts. I'll tell you what you think about the cycling shoes, but hey, if you have any experience with them, let me know. Let me know if I made a mistake and I should just bite the bullet and get actual cleats, cycling cleats. But let me know down in the comments below. But folks, I've been True Fernie. This has been True Fernie. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs down, because believe it or not, every single bit helps. Links to my socials are down below. Please make sure to follow me on Blue Sky, where I spend most of my waking hours talking about gaming, talking about cycling, talking about sneakers, talking about anything and everything that might interest you as my viewer. Also, make sure to follow me on TikTok, where I upload more of these short form snippets into my life. So yeah, where your support is greatly appreciated. But folks, please take care of each other, but most importantly, take care of yourself and your wallet. Hey, I guess I can show you this. I got a new wallet. I got a Nike wallet. Just so you know that I'm a brand loyalist. It's a little bit corny, not gonna lie. But my beautiful wife got me this, so I'm in the clear.